Ooh, geez, we loaded in fast. I did not expect this to load in that fast, but hello everyone, MageVast9 here. And I thought that I'd kick things off with the spooky month with another VHS stream. Little known fact, for all those who are watching the VOD will probably want to know this, because no one in stream right now, but this is actually my birthday month. I'll probably do a birthday stream when, it's my actual birthday. So keep an eye out for that. I might do like a special event for it. Oh, hey Jay. Hello Jay. I see you just caught my announcement. Gotcha. Enjoy your lurk. Okay, let's see if there's a fire in here. No, so there's probably
It's a
something
Dollmaster in principal's
here.
office.
Gotcha. Dollmaster. I ran straight into him. I thought he was going to follow me. But he, in fact, did not follow me. Just, I thought I was going to do a cool, like, loop-de-loop where I looped him around. And then he just kind of didn't follow me. Off to a great start to me running directly into the monster. After I grab that. He's not around me. Getting a little bit of turbulence on the stream. Oh, jeez. Definitely getting some turbulence. Oh. I think I'm gonna have to hop into a closet for a moment to figure out why this is dying all of a sudden. Is there anything going on my computer that I should be worried about? I don't think so. Can't exit. There we go. My teammates is next to us and they're getting exposed. That's not fun. But keep an ear out because Dollmaster's pretty hard to hear. No teammates nearby. I thought I heard someone. Hopefully I can finish this in case he checks. Okay, let's quickly run over and help this person. Hello there, how you doing? How you doing there, Frederico? Okay, so we can heal this person fast enough we can avoid the doll. Move. We have too many weapons, so just Melzuri, you can just break his doll. There we go, that also works. Okay, now let's reposition to the courtyard real quick. Right at the statue right here. Oh, he just dropped one. Oh, you guys just remember that? I'm gonna run slightly towards here. He's right by where my ping is. I'm doing pretty good today. Actually, just for the stream, I made myself a sandwich, so I'm feeling especially good today. Okay, let me explore the map a bit so we're not all clumped up in the same area. And also, getting a candy bar while I'm here can be useful. He's on a doll and he's controlling something over here. I think that rift is pretty safe if someone wants to go for it. Okay, unfortunately he heard and saw us. This person should have their staff done in a moment. Perfect. I'm gonna run through gym and see if I can get the pickup. I don't think I'll be fast enough. There's enough I hit walls, although I think I'm absolutely way too far. Yep. And now let's grab a key. That is what we like to call not my problem. I'm gonna make a stun weapon because I'm the most at danger. Ooh, they got the book. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna have to deal with an enraged Dollmaster, but at least I'll have a weapon to help with that. And we got our fourth teammate back. This looks pretty bad, but it's not as bad as it could be with one strike left. Unfortunately, I can't use this weapon to much advantage since they're just sitting right on top of them. This is only a stun weapon. They're controlling a doll and their body's over there. We can try and double up on him, I'll try and stun him. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Nice! Good work.
GG's.
Whew. Okay. This is a good first match. Okay, we managed to pull it through. I was a bit nervous there for a moment. Because if we messed this up, I'm pretty sure they would have downed me, and then they would have immediately got that person. But overall, that was some good work. This is random queuing. They do have, like, you can queue with several people as teens, but they do not have a custom lobby yet. GG. I can't wait for the day that they add custom lobbies, because that's going to be really fun. Well, I think they might have, like, like, custom servers for, like, streamers and whatnot, but I don't really know anything about that. Okay, so I need to start using the Cursed Sword more if I want to complete the movie. So in the Monster More, I just did that, so we got that one done, at least a fifth of it done. And we need to bring on Noisemaker, so I have to run onto the map and hope that I find it, because I don't want to use up my one Noisemaker. I'll just stick to using the features for now, because more points is always good, because more points means that we're going to be able to get more features and other items back. Halfway there to Deathwire if I want to get them. So I could also get some of these. Ooh, what's this? I've never seen this before. What's these Dungeon Surprise? Oh, so you can just spawn 3 teens right next to you if they don't use prizes. That's very cool. I've never seen it before. I guess it is an ultra rare, so I doubt anyone's ever seen it. Like how I've never gotten a Video Horror Society card myself. Right? Because I don't have one. I've seen someone use it like once or twice, maybe twice, but that's like my experience from the closed beta and the open beta, so it's when they say ultra rare in this game, they mean ultra rare. Indie Stream went, wait a minute. I think I know who I'm talking to, because I'm slowly starting to recognize people's speech patterns. Is this Mr. Fred from Crawler Stream? But a D&D stream, I'll ask Crawler and the others about it once we get like the full list of everyone who's participating, because I know that he's asked Silver about it, he's told me about Foo, he's mentioned a few other people, but I don't know if they're actually in the campaign yet. So I'll finalize more details and I'll think about it. Although I know that from the last campaign, we got a lot of... Yeah, I realize now. However, I don't want to assume things. But if I do anything with the D&D campaign that we're going to be playing, then it'll probably be me recording and then editing down the footage, because one thing I learned from the time loop campaign is that there's a lot of dead space between us, so yeah, it'd probably be best to work as a like edited compilation or something. Because with an edited compilation I can cut down all of the kind of boring parts or the parts where nothing's really happening. Here we got another game. Seathrax, Just Orange, Ragged Boss, and Bongwater. These are the 4 people we got. Let's go. Yeah. What I'll probably do if I do an edited video is I'll just, like, record the audio of this session, and then just kind of like take a day or two where I'll just be like, all right, let me go through it by like the hour, and just like one day I'll like edit an hour of footage, like cut it down. Next day I'll edit another. Oh, speaking of the devil, here's a Video Horse Society membership card. But I'll probably do it where it's like, okay, we got 3 hours of audio. Cool. I'll break it down. Here's 1 hour. Here's 1 hour. Here's 1 hour. Whoa, 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 Silver, okay? That assumes that I already haven't gone emo mode, okay? That's a pretty big assumption there. How you doing today, Silver? Finally in October, so I'm feeling good. I mean, I'm not denying that. Yep, today's the 1st of October. Yeah! Since it's October, now this game is relevant again. Ooh, that's, mildly worrying. I'll just casually finish this. Too many doll masters today. Now. Okay, no, maybe I'm gonna get out. Maybe just maybe I'll get out. He's over by the gym right there. There's a little, like, storage closet next to the gym. Yeah, emo still exists, it's just now it's more of an it's more accepted, I guess. Oh man, janitor's gonna get us, be careful. Alright, it'll take me like 4 seconds to finish my flamethrowers, so let me go do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, close enough. Let me grab a soda, because soda's really good against Doll Master, because he can't do anything about it. I'm sucking at this, give me a moment. There we go. But soda's really good against Doll Master, because he doesn't have any abilities that can stop it. Or at least he doesn't have any that can easily make him catch up. So now my weapon is only a stun weapon, because someone just got fired, but at least that's better than nothing. Let me find the person who's crafting so I can protect them. Okay, where is this janitor and his creepy dolls? Oh. Oh geez, that's close. I didn't hear that. You know, I was gonna miss anyways, so let's just kind of back off for a bit. I was gonna shoot at my fire, I was gonna miss him, then he was gonna turn around and kill me. So this works out better, at least for me.
Body in basement.
Yeah. In this game, it's teens and monsters, so I'm playing as the teen right now. Damn it, I missed. That was an unfortunate miss. I probably could have stunned him at least and helped the team. But yeah, I usually play as teen because whenever I stream, my internet connection just kind of becomes very unstable. Like, it'll be perfectly fine for the longest time, then just randomly for like 3 minutes it'll just start dying and it'll lag a lot. And a few minutes later it'll become perfectly fine. Run out of power, you motherfucker! Run out of power! Fuck. Can't touch this. Damn it. It's just because of the connection. Because a lot of people don't play Monster because they think it's really difficult. Honestly, Monster is not as difficult as people make it out to be, which is why I don't get why not many people like playing Monster. Because for me, I would play more Monster if it wasn't for how inconsistent my connection is while streaming. The thing is, I wouldn't be worried too much about my connection, like, affecting the gameplay if it wasn't for the fact that, as Monster, losing a chase because of lag is a lot more impactful than losing a chase as teen because of lag. Because at least you have 3 other teammates who can, like, do good, and you're technically, like, wasting the monster's time if they're busy chasing you. It's just a lot harder to play with a laggy connection as Monster than it is teen. Ooh, yeah, I don't think we're winning this one. Nope, there we go. So, that is a possibility that I thought of. However, when you compare, like, the one like, whenever I played Monster off camera, I found it, like, basically impossible to hear the teens doing anything. Most times I was catching the teens off guard is because I kept winning fights. Because, you know, I'm cool like that. But, like, I don't think I really do anything that special when I play. Because, like, when I'm playing against monsters as teen, I'll get people who will, like, hear me from the other side of the map despite me not making any noise. At least not being able to hear any noise as a teen. And when I play as monster, I'll hit someone, they'll just disappear. But even still, I, like, won, like, the one monster match they did on stream when that happened, so... I don't know. But since that match, they've made a lot of buffs to monsters, so I don't think monster's as hard to play as people say it is. Sorry about that. Because since I last played Monster, they added a lot of things, like Deathwire, for one, is really powerful, although he costs quite a bit of money. And they made it so that way, after you hit teens a certain number of times, you get plagues. Or these things called plagues, which are basically just consumables as Monster, where you basically, you use it, and then depending on what type of plague you had, you inflict a debuff on the teens, or inflict a put a buff on yourself. And before, the only way that you could get these plagues was as, like, I think, like, really rare prize drops. But now they're just a core mechanic that monsters get. So yeah, I feel like Monster has been getting better and better, but people still just don't play Monster. Yeah, that's my 2 cents on it, at least. So, the first three that they released, Dollmaster, Werewolf, and Wart, all three of them are free. And as you can see, all five of the starting teams we've got are free, but they're going to add a new team soon, so I'm not sure if that's going to cost any flux, but basically, if I can get to the store, for Deathwire, which is a new character they released in the first technical DLC, I guess, as you can see, it costs 24,000 flux, which, as someone who's been playing since basically they first opened the open beta, I'm not exactly close to unlocking him. Or you could buy him for 1,200 fan bucks, which equivalates to $10, so... Personally, I think he's a really good monster, and I think I would like his playstyle. The only thing is that I don't want to spend $10 to buy him, because I'm doing just fine with playing Werewolf, and I'm enjoying playing Werewolf, and it's basically just... Deathwire is kind of just like a slightly better Werewolf, I feel. Okay, let me grab a shade so that way I can just have a easy start. So I can stop spawning next to the monster, which hasn't actually happened in a while, which I'm very glad about. So let me grab a perk point. Because with that, I should have 4 open points, which means I can grab Evil Eye. So now, when the monster spawns next to me, I can see where they are. Crazy, huh? But yeah. The perks that I'm rocking now are going to be Evil Eye, which shows where the monster transforms, basically. Silent Shadow, which when you mess up a skill check, at least a crafting skill check, yeah, you have a 50% chance that you will not be slowed down and it won't reveal you to the monster, basically. The last one I've got is Lightning Fast, which I got from playing Gloria, because I've been playing her since launch of the open beta, so I could get this one, because I really like it. Because it makes it a little bit easier to get away from monsters, or at least puts a bit more distance. If they make more monsters, they should make a weekly free one for people to try them all and get such one they like. That's a good idea, although that's going to be very distant into the future, because I feel like that's only really something that should be in, like, for example, Dead by Daylight. Because Dead by Daylight has, like, what's it, like, 20 killers now? Like, it's got to be, like, a really large amount. Like, Dead by Daylight has so many that I feel like having, like, trial periods or being able to, like, rent a killer would be good. Well, then again, they probably need to rework a lot of stuff because of how their system works. Because the system isn't... The way that all of their progression and unlocking killers and whatnot works, a rent system would basically probably just destroy all their code. Yeah, that's an interesting idea. Yeah, rotation definitely sounds like it could be a good idea, and especially in games where you have to, like, unlock the characters through, like, either paying a lot of money for them or by grinding for them. Although, we'll see if they do that when the game gets more expansive and there's enough characters to start worrying about something like that. Well, okay, here's the plagues. Guess they're all in this. Alright, common, late fees. Some matches also may wait 50% longer before they force transformers. Any time it takes to transform is reduced by 50%. That's interesting. I guess here's the plagues. Plague of Fury. Begin with a plague power-up. When used, gain 40% of your rage bar over 5 seconds. Oh, that's pretty good. Begin with the plague power-up. When used, all monster power cooldowns recover at nearly triple the speed for 12 seconds. So basically just get your power-ups back very easily. Dread, begin with a plague power-up. When used, all living teams are flipped with jam stats effect for 20 seconds. Slowing crafting and healing speeds by 50%. That one's probably the best. Again, with the Plague power-up, when used, all prone teens lose life at 200% the normal rate for 11 seconds. That's pretty useful for putting on some good pressure. I'm surprised that this one's a common and these two are uncommon, because these two are really good, but I thought this would be an uncommon as well. Maybe this one, because Rage is pretty useful when you have it. Because whenever you have Rage as a monster, it puts a lot of kind of pressure on the teens to not mess up. Because as a teen, if you're fully healthy and trying to fight the monster with a weapon, you can, like, if they try and use, like, their armor or their howl or whatever their abilities are, and they use that to get a hit on you, you're still up, so you have one more chance, but now they probably don't have their abilities unless they're Deathwire. Because if you buy it and then you don't like it, they should let people try them like that, or find them if they got less than 5 hours on it, for example. Yeah. I feel like a lot of games that have, like, paid content should do, like, I think that should become more of an industry standard, or whenever there's paid content, there should be, like, some kind of trial method. Although, to be fair, trial methods aren't always the best way to see if content's worth it or not, because, for example, on Steam, they have a method where you can return a game if you have played less than 2 hours on it. But the caveat to this is that most games, at least nowadays, have tutorials longer than an hour, so 2 hours is a bit too short to give you a good understanding of the game in most cases. Ooh, this one's a doozy. I gotta take a sip of water because my throat's starting to hurt. I'm not used to doing so much talking because some streams I don't really have to talk that much.
It's Deathwire?
Yep, Deathwire. There's Evil Eye coming in clutch. I think 10 would be a bit too much. I think maybe 4 would be a good amount. I feel like 4 is enough that you could get a good grasp in learning a game's mechanics. Oh no, it's fine. I enjoy talking because it makes streaming a lot more fun when I have people to talk to. I'm glad that you showed up and you're engaging in conversation. But, because a lot of the time, whenever I get a game and I don't like it and I return it, it's usually because I barely have enough time to even, like, sit down and learn the mechanics before the 2 hour mark hits. I was dodging him so bad, I thought he was just
messing around, not even trying to hit me. No, he swung like 4 times.
But yeah, in 2 hours, you barely have time to, like, get through a tutorial, learn the controls, and, like, maybe get, like, the first quest done in some games. Running away. Basically, as the teens are the victims, there are the 4 different weapon types that you can see at the top. Our goal is to craft weapons with all 4 of those, and then fill up the bar by hitting the monster with each one. Basically, this sword that I have shoots out a beam whenever I swing it, and I've got 13 swings, as you can see in the bottom right. And whenever I hit the monster with a swing, it'll start raising their meter. If I fill up their meter all the way, then they lose that curse sigil at the top. Then if we get the other 3, we kill the monster. The monster wants to kill all of us or get all 4 of us down at the same time. If all 4 of us get down at the same
He's
time, the
chasing me.
game's over.
Yellow.
Yeah, we weren't gonna get that. Damn it. I was expecting to see us in that corner. Yeah, there's nothing like hatch in the game. There's nothing like escaping. So, no, it's a good, like, you're actually, like, fighting the monster. It's one thing that I
He's
like.
on me. Oh god.
You actually gotta fight the monster, and it's really cool. And there are 3 different types of weapons for each of the stigmas, as they're called. And pretty much they all do different... All the weapons kill the monster with the same stigma, but they do it in different ways. Like, for fire, you got a flamethrower, which, you know, shoots out a beam of flames, which can kill the monster. The Molotov, you throw it down a Molotov, makes an area of fire. If the monster stays in it for too long, they die from the burning. And the third one's a Solar Flare, which is a defensive weapon based around... Basically, you plop it down, it acts like a sentry. If the monster enters its view, it'll glow red, and then you can channel through it to basically send a beam at the monster. And that's just the 3 fire weapons. There's also 3 for each other ones. Like, Holy, you've got the Cross, the Staff, and the Holy Slingshot. Cursed, you got the Sword, the Book, which summons an evil eye. And then you got the Enigma. And then the Shock, you got the Ray Gun, you've got the RC Copter, and then the Shock Sphere, which the Shock Sphere is probably my favorite. Well, if the game gets that good balance between going from, like, making a character feel, like, helpless and like they're being chased by an actually competent and powerful threat, like, it makes you feel like you're, like, you're a horror character being chased down by, like, some, like, monster, and then switching the tables... Oh, we just got killed. But, it then makes you also, like, once you get a weapon, because it's like, haha, the tables have turned, you're hunting the monster now. And it's really interesting how the game does it. And everything is so fast-paced in this game. Yeah. So when you get downed, you basically have to wait for someone to heal you up, and then you can basically get back up. Or, you can, while you're downed, you can summon your Spectral, which basically has you fly around the map, and you can't see the monster while you're flying around. But you can get those little floating blue orbs you saw me walk into, called Luma. And every time you walk into an orb, it gives you a little bit more healing progress. And you can go all the way up to 99%, because then once you get up to 99%, you need a human player to tap you for like a second, and then you'll get back up. So that gives you a little bit of something to do while you're down. Of course, once you're dead and out of the game, you can fly around as a Spectral to look for the Book of the Dead, or you can spectate your teammates, which the Book of the Dead I'll get to later. For now, we haven't really needed to look for it. What does the Act 3 look like? Ooh, Evil Eye's all the way at the end. I got the final perk slot there. Yeah. As the system's pretty much the same as Dead by Daylight's, because, you know, gain life while you're on the ground, you can gain up almost to max, and then someone picks you up. It's pretty much the same system. All the thing that this game makes it a little bit different, that I think is a much better change, is that you fly around as the Spectral, so it feels a bit more, like, dynamic than just holding down left click and waiting. So you're, like, flying around the map, you can use that time to, you know, while you're looking for Luma, you can use the time to, you know, get to know the map if you're a bit newer to the game. And, you know, look for, like, certain objectives, look for certain points of interest, like soda machines and whatnot. You know, it's just a much better system, I think. That's another thing that I like about this game is that I feel like it takes a lot of the things that other games in the asymmetrical horror genre do, and it just makes them slightly better. And you help them too because your reduced time to kill seems very well thought. This game, yeah, this game has a lot of effort put into it because I've been following this development very closely since it was basically since it was thought up. Because the studio Hellbent Games, I remember seeing one of their videos I recommended, and I just kind of fell in love with the game as a concept, so I signed up for the closed beta and waited for it to happen. And after a while, I finally got an invite, played the game a bit. Games was everything that I expected it to be. It was really cool. I've just been playing it since, and I've been streaming it since because I love the game so much. And I haven't really gotten bored of the game yet, because unlike other games I've tried to stream, like Minecraft and whatnot, I'll usually like get frustrated with those and like just kind of like quit after a few weeks. But with this, I've been going pretty strong. So I'll put on a feature so that we can get a little bit more points. Yeah. And one thing I really like is that when you get a weapon as a team, it's not just like a GG, you kill the monster. You actually have to like, you know, like fight the monsters. You know, you gotta like walk up to them. You gotta like kind of like you gotta like fight around their abilities. Like if you know the Deathwire, the person we just fought, for example, he can shoot out electricity to stun people. So you want to like team up with your team and like run to two different sides of the room and then try and pinch him in because he can only try and shoot at one of you. This game is really dynamic, and one thing that I like is that in Dead by Daylight, they try and sell the point of, oh, teamwork's really important, but in Dead by Daylight, you can win completely ignoring your team, which undermines the whole point of it being a cooperative, like, 1v4 game. But in this game, you are severely limited by playing solo. If you try to play solo, one, it is very difficult for you to get all 4 stigmas by yourself. But also, basically just you cannot get up from the ground on your own. And it's just very difficult because now nobody's able to take the monster's attention. This one I'm just kind of repeating the same things, but I think you get the idea. I really like this game. I think it does a lot of the genre's issues, and it fixes. It takes a lot of the genre's issues and fixes them. That's what I like about the game. Wart. Try to listen for the monster because it's hard to hear it over the music. Okay, they're at the city district arena, so let's try and find them. I wasn't expecting to go through there. Uh-oh. Okay, we're gonna quietly walk up. Gotcha! There we go. So now that's one of the 4 stigmas down. We just need to get the other 3. So now if I hit him with another, like, holy weapon, for example, it's not going to do anything but stun him for like a couple of seconds. Now we need to get other weapon types and learn how to use those. Yeah. Also, just Minecraft. I don't really have fun with vanilla survival or mod packs. Keep my interest, but only for a certain amount of time before they get really repetitive. So the only real option for me being able to keep people entertained while I'm playing Minecraft is to play on servers and to play more competitive games like Sky Wars, Wall Wars, and other things, which I don't enjoy because I'm not good at Minecraft like PvP and whatnot. I'm not good at building, so it's just I'm not good at Minecraft. To be successful in Minecraft streaming and videos and whatnot, you need to be good at the game, I feel like. Or you need to find your own niche. Oh, that's a problem. Because I'm already halfway through building this. I may as well finish it, though. So you can use it as a stun weapon. But yeah, that cult thing, it was funny for a little bit, but then I told them to stop and they just didn't. And then it was no longer funny, because I was just trying to play the game. And they just would not leave me alone. Okay, we gotta hide for a bit because we don't have a kill weapon. I want to save this. Damn it. Yeah, as you can see at the top, we got him with the Enigma and the Holy. We got him with the Curse and the Holy, sorry. So now we just need Shock and Burn. As you can see on the left side, Smoke and Clays is a flamethrower, so they've got the Burn weapon. So now, hopefully we can get someone with the Shock weapon. Right now, I would like to heal. So I'll let this person heal me. And so I'm going to follow this person around, try and help make an opportunity for them to kill him. Because teamwork is very important, because as a monster, it's very easy to fight teens one-on-one when they have a weapon. Because you can just, like, pop whatever your ability is, and they can't do anything about it. But if you howl someone with a weapon as Werewolf, they basically can't use their weapon at all, so now you can just easily keep chasing them. But if you got two people with weapons, it's a lot harder. Now we're just being really cocky, but I think we have the right to be because I can break his shield if he tries to come up at us. Kids can only hold one weapon, and yeah, you can make multiple of anything. Going. Get him. Nice work. Okay, now we just need... Okay, Jace has the shock weapon, so everyone just make stun weapons or go for another shock. I'll make a stun weapon in here.
I'll go for an island.
Smoking, if you want to try and get another shock weapon, that'll be good insurance.
He's actually following me right now.
Gotcha. And just waste as much time as possible. Here we go. So they stepped on something called a noisemaker, which teens can place down as little traps, and it'll reveal the monster for like 5 seconds, which basically shows their aura, as you'd say in Dead by Daylight. Yeah, this game we did a lot better.
You got too greedy.
Yeah, GG's everyone.
GG's.
Yeah, we did a lot better this game. But yes, you can only have one weapon per teen. So if I've got a flamethrower, I can't like go and craft a second flamethrower. I can't go craft a cursed sword, for example. But like all 4 teens could like go craft a cursed sword and I'll carry them. It's just that once someone hits the curse, once someone basically kills the monster with that cursed sword, the other 3 are only really useful to stun the monster temporarily. Because you can keep hitting the monster with the same stigma, but it'll only like stun the monster for a few seconds. Which is actually very useful, because if you have only one person with a kill weapon, for example, we got 1 or 2 people with stun weapons, you can have those people rush the monster and stun them, which will make sure that the monster is locked in place for the other person to use their kill weapon, as it's referred to, in order to basically get a safe hit on the monster without the monster being able to react. Because once the monster is getting hit by a weapon, they can't use any of their abilities and their movement is incredibly slowed down. But they can still swing, which is why you really don't want to try and like run straight up into the monster's face and then kill them, because they get a few seconds to try and swing at you. My voice starting to crack, so let me grab some more water. There we go. People don't usually coordinate for that, but personally, I'd say the best method is to kind of focus on, at the start, focus on like one weapon at a time, kind of. I guess at the start, everyone just goes for whatever weapon is the closest to them. So at the start of the game, everyone just gets whatever weapon they possibly can, and once everyone has their like designated weapon, or as many people have their weapon as possible, then you'd kind of coordinate things from there. If 2 people have a fire weapon, they'd be like, okay, you 2 stick together, one person like break his armor, or like if it's another monster, you'd be like, alright, one of you like bait out a swing from him or something, the other person like make an ambush, and you 2 work together since you both have fire weapons, so only one of you can kill them. Or if you have like one person with a shock weapon, like everyone else has like a burn weapon, a curse, and everything else, basically nobody has multiples, then you could just have everyone basically do their own thing, or try and like group up, see which stigmas you get, whichever ones you don't get, focus on getting those. There's a lot of different strategies which all can work. It just depends on if you have a team that does like use voice chat and coordinate. Because in random queuing, it's not too common for people to coordinate. Yeah, in the early game, it's just get weapons as fast as you can, and basically just do whatever you need to early game to get yourself set up. And then once you get to the late game, that's when you really want to coordinate. Because as you get to the late game, it's a lot harder to get weapons, since, of course, there's 2 stations for every weapon. So on every map, there's going to be 2 holy stations, 2 burn, 2 curse, and 2 shock. However, once you keep hitting the monster with more and more of those, now they have less certain stations to search for people at. Because if they only have 1 stigma left, they're really only going to be concerned with patrolling those 2 stations they can get the stigma at, because it's the only stigma that can end the game, so they want to protect that. So once you get into later games as teens, that's when you want to coordinate and intentionally make weapons that cannot kill the monster, so that you can protect people who are going to build the kill weapons. At least that's the optimal strategy for how to play. In reality, 8 out of 10 games that I win, that go into the very late game, where it's looking like a close match, It's just one person happens to get a lucky, like, craft while the other person was being chased, and then just manages to place an ambush and sneak around the monster until they can get an opportunity to strike. At least that's what I've observed whenever I've played. Good thing there's 2 for each, probably they made it like that. Yeah. Because one thing that the devs definitely have stated multiple times while they've been making the game is that they've recognized that in a lot of games, camping is a major issue. Like in Dead by Daylight, one of the biggest problems for a while for the community was camping and how to deal with it. So in this game, they pretty much made it not necessarily impossible, because technically it's very possible for the monster to camp, and the game won't necessarily stop you. However, the game heavily discourages you from trying to camp because of a lot of different things. Like, if you try and camp one person to death, you're giving the other teams lots of time to basically make weapons, and once they've made all their weapons, all the teams have to do is just run up to you while you're camping that person, and just all of them are just going to attack you at once and kill you. Another method to prevent you from camping is the Rift. The Rift is basically a little world event that happens when nobody's been hit for a really long time. Basically, none of the teams have hit the monster with the weapon for like a minute, and the monster hasn't hit anyone in a minute. The Rift will spawn. Whoever captures the Rift by standing on it for like 15 seconds gets wall hacks on the opposing team. So for example, if the team successfully capture the Rift, they'll be able to see wherever the monster is at all times for the next 60 seconds, or until either side damages the other. If the monster captures it, they can see all teams for the next 60 seconds, or until they hit someone or someone hits them. So no, this game has a lot of different mechanics designed to basically stop the game from going to a stalemate, and to stop, like, camping and other not very fun things that can happen. All in all, this game is really good. I wish people took more notice of it, but this genre is kind of already a bit stale, so it's kind of hard for a new game to break in, because the big game right now is just Dead by Daylight, and everyone just kind of won't stop playing that game. Is the queue still trash? Well, right now it's not very good, but it's a lot better than it used to be. Like, before they dropped Deathwire, queue times were almost a guaranteed 10 to 15 minutes. Now I've been getting queue times of like 5 minutes or less. It's just kind of a awkward one, because it's 8 minutes right now, which is kind of weird. Because I haven't gotten this long of a queue time in a while, I don't think. But how you doing today? Okay, what do we got here, by the way? Hmm. Good, lawn stuff, I have to move a bush. Gotcha, gotcha. I'll try this one. No trophies yet. I've been taking a really long time to level up. Ooh, okay, which of these two do I like? Or I guess three. I like this one a bit more, this insecticide. But we almost got this third mod. All engine flamethrower replenishes energy by 0.8 every second. Flames moves a lot more energy. It's actually not that bad. To be fair, if you're injured and you have the weapon, you've already used some of it, then you're probably getting chased by the monster. You'd probably be better off just having the weapon at a bit higher charges. Is it only cosmetic? Yeah, the styles are purely cosmetic, but the mods have different effects, as you can see. All the mods basically have an upside and a downside. So, like, something like this will make it so like, your weapon crafts a bit faster, but you have a negative stigma to it. Or I guess you have, like, a negative effect to it. Like this one, the flamethrower is a lot easier to craft, or is a little bit easier to craft, like an extra, like, 5 seconds off the crafting time. But you can only make a flamethrower after the monster's already been burned. So it's basically a major benefit crafting time. Basically, lower crafting time is a major benefit. So having a major downside makes it a bit balanced. Is it this true for all the weapons? Like, once I get to level 5 of the helicopter, I can get the Americana, the best helicopter. And for this one, I'm not using electronic because I think the original just looks a lot better than the electronic. Looks a lot cooler in my opinion. Got Shock Sphere, we got the staff. This is quite a long queue time, I'm slightly nervous about that. Third through are fast, it's going to take you a bit longer. Yeah, I don't know what happened all of a sudden. Those matches were really fast, but now it's taking a while. Let me try re-queuing. Yeah, run USE slow. Let's re-queue and see what happens. I haven't played on the other servers for obvious reasons, so I don't know how fast their queue times are. But for US East, the queue times are usually pretty okay. At least after the Deathwire update, they've been pretty okay. They've been kind of reasonable. But before the Deathwire update, the queue times were abysmal. Yeah, there are different regions that you can search by. So if you live in, like, if you live on the West Coast, you can try and get a server closer to the West Coast. If you live on the East Coast, you can try and get a server closer to the East Coast. And so on, because they got the servers on the different continents. This is what they have. I think they had, like, Europe and Oceania and whatnot. And League, North America, queue sucks, but Europe it's fast. Gotcha. But yeah, that sounds about right for League. Okay, come on, any day now. If it's the 20-minute mark on queue, I might just have to call it quits. This takes a while. I don't know, are these people still on? I can't tell. We'll tell if Mastery still. I still don't know what Mastery does. Probably like affects the border or something like that, so that people have different borders. Because I don't see any customizations options for borders anywhere. I forgot this taunt was in the game. Yeah, this taunt's really funny. I wish I could buy it with Flux, otherwise I would, because I love playing Werewolf. Hey, we got a match. Here we go.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? Nice to meet you.
Okay. So there's no prizes because we didn't go to a screen. We went straight to map selection, and we got the high school, which is fine. I think it's a pretty good map. I still feel like I like the mansion a lot more. Although, I think they're both pretty good. I don't know which one I like more than the other. I'll have to think about it more. Yep, we got a game. Yeah, we're still on East Coast. I didn't switch. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I heard someone else's footsteps, because sometimes it's hard to tell what's another person's footsteps and what's mine. That's a wart. Let me grab something from here. I didn't know 3 of us were there. Time to move. Yep, he's checking in here.
Thanks for the healing.
He's going out towards the back alley. Up one moment. Already got an AFK for a minute, sorry, hold on. Give me just one moment.
Thank you, mate.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. My family needs some help. I can see my team was doing pretty good without me. And back in here. Okay, let me catch my breath and read up on chat as I ran back to my room. Are they making station? The crafting stations slightly change positions, but there are set spawns. Like this holy station right here has like 3 different spawn locations in this same area, but typically one will always spawn in this section of the map. So like this station can sometimes spawn out there, or it can spawn out there in the where the car is. It has different spawn locations. Yep, we got the need weapon. Right now they're stalling for as much time as they can, which is good. But they got caught, but hopefully we can finish our weapon, they can kill them with theirs. So, if everything goes right, they're gonna kill him right now, and then I'll get him with mine when he respawns. But that's like the ideal dream scenario, which is probably not gonna happen. I'm gonna grab this while we're here. Oof, they weren't able to do anything because of his armor. There's one. I'm gonna grab the down person. Run, protect them.
He has a fire.
Kaz, run. Kaz, eat the candy bar and run. Yep, they're right here. Damn it. Candy bar heals back some of your health on the left side, and soda gives you a speed boost. Unfortunately, the station for the soda was offline, otherwise I would have grabbed that. That Smoke and Clay's person does have a soda, so they should be fine. But where are the fire stations? Because I'm not seeing them right now. Maybe it's back here. He's on his way. He's in the gymnasium. He's at the fire station in the back over here. So these stations are pretty loud, so if I hear him, then I gotta just run. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make it very far. They kind of got stuck on a bunch of objects. Yep, nope.
Oh gosh.
He grabbed a play and he's up on stage. He's going to check the backstage. At least while the monster was distracted with me, at least that person's got the flamethrower from the other station. But they're getting chased, it's not good. Okay, so Wart's armor's down. They have one chance to get this, but if they die, then we're in a very bad spot. Well, as you can see, like, when I was working on the station, you could hear, like, little, like, bubbling sounds, right? Ooh, nice, they got him, good. But, all 4 stations have a distinct sound that they make. So, like, the Curse station is, like, the sheep bawing, the different, like, tink, tink, tink sounds while someone's working on them. The Fire station is, like, the bubbling and the different sounds. Basically, all 4 stations have different sounds that are very, like, the monster can very clearly hear them. And also, they make it a bit hard to hear the monster. So usually if you're working on a station, you hear the monster, they've probably heard that you're working on it, and they know you're in the area. That being said, I still haven't learned my lesson about not hiding once a monster finds you on the station. Yeah, GG's. But, I think that's gonna be it for today, guys. I think I'm gonna wrap this stream up. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, like, subscribe, share the channel with friends. I got a link down below to my Discord. You can join it, get notifications of when I'm streaming, when I'm not streaming, and just interact with the rest of the community. I have another link down below, which is my tipping link. You can donate money to the stream. Any amount helps. And any money donated goes right back into the stream. With all that being said, I'm MageBass9, and I'm signing out. Have a good day.